This video will show you how to replace the engine oil and filter on a Ford Transit 250 with a 3.7 liter engine. Make sure you have 6 quarts of 5W20 oil and a brand new oil filter. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. Now we will have to make our way under the vehicle, so make sure you're in a safe area to do so. Let's start up under the hood. Along the driver's side valve cover is where you're going to find your engine oil cap. Take hold of it, turn it counterclockwise. And slide that out of position. Looking along the top of that, that confirms which type of oil we are using, 5W20. We'll set that aside. At this point, we can pause here. Let's make our way safely under the front of the vehicle. Now, as we carefully make our way under the vehicle, we're looking for our engine oil pan. We can see a 15mm drain plug. We have hand and eye protection at all times. Let's make sure that we drain this into our collection receptacle so we can recycle it properly. Now keep in mind, when you do remove this drain plug, you don't want to just fully pull it out. The oil will come out at an angle. Typically, I like to remove it slowly and divert the oil straight down into my collection receptacle. We'll let this fully drain. Now, of course, you can let the oil drain as long as you want. I'm going to go ahead and clean this area down. Just a quick inspection. Now, after a quick wipe there, we're looking at our drain plug. We want to confirm that this is still in good usable order. It should have a seal on it. Just go ahead and give that a quick wipe. Just as before, close inspection. Let's go ahead and get this in place. We're starting it in by hand. We'll bottom it out. The torque for this will be 20 foot-pounds. Go ahead and clean any mess in this area and we can move forward to our oil filter along the driver's side front lower part of the engine. So as we make our way to the oil filter, we have our collection receptacle under here. You can try to turn this counterclockwise by hand, but typically it's going to be too tight. Use a medium-sized oil filter wrench. We're turning this counterclockwise to remove it. Oil will come out of this area. We'll make sure we drain that oil filter in our collection pan and dispose of that properly. Now the next thing we have to do is clean the base where the brand new oil filter will sit. For this, I'm just using a clean rag. Of course, there is still oil making its way out of here. I'm not very worried about that. It's mostly any debris that's along where that oil filter will sit. That's what I'm mainly aiming to remove. Now we're priming our brand new oil filter. I'm using some clean 520 oil. Once you've applied some in the center, use a gloved finger and apply some of that oil around your sealing ring. Now we can get this in place on the engine. Bring this up here. A little bit of oil might make its way out. Now we're turning that clockwise until it makes contact with the base. Once it's made contact, continue on with an additional 3/4 of a turn. Let's make sure we clean that mounting area so we can double check for leaks in the end. Once you've done that, you can make your way out from under the vehicle. Now up along the top of the engine, we're along the driver's side valve cover. We had removed our engine oil cover. Let's use a funnel. At this point, I'm adding 6 quarts of 5W20 oil directly into this area. Now I've got my last quart. This is the 6th quart. Just going to use a rag so I can remove my funnel. Now it's time for our engine oil cap. Turn that clockwise until it bottoms out. Now at this point, you want to make your way inside the passenger compartment. Start the vehicle, let it run for approximately 10 seconds and turn it right back off. After that, we'll wait 30 seconds, make our way back out here. We need to check the engine oil level using our dipstick. Now I've run the vehicle, it's been off for over 30 seconds. I'm going to come out here and check that oil level. Of course, we are on a flat level surface. We wouldn't want to check it otherwise. We'll just give the dipstick a quick wipe. Now looking at the dipstick, we can see 2 circular dots. In between those two, you have a hatched area. We want to have the engine oil level up close to the top dot, but inside of the hatches, never above the top dot. Now that I have this wiped down, I'm going to reinsert it and we'll check that oil level. Okay, so now as I have a quick look at the end of this, I can tell that my oil level is up to that top dot, which is exactly where it needs to be. Like I mentioned, if you need to add a little bit more to get up to here, you can. If you are above it for any reason, you need to make sure you drain some out. Now that we finished changing the engine oil and the filter, the next thing we want to do is reset the engine oil life monitor. That's done from inside of the passenger compartment. Go ahead and close the hood. Let's make our way in there. Okay, let's get started on resetting that engine oil life monitor. For this, we want to make sure we have the key in the on position. That's 2 clicks without the vehicle running. After that, we're going to take both feet, we're pressing on the brake pedal and our accelerator pedal. Now, once I've done that, we need to pay attention up inside the center of the gauge cluster. This could take approximately 30 seconds to go from being in the reset procedure to being fully complete. Let's keep holding. Okay, it says that it's reset. Now we can turn off key power and release those pedals. Okay, friend, we finished our job. Now at this point, the next thing we want to do is take the vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.